Hey yo. Just wanted to let this song play out. I feel like this one doesn't get a lot of play when I start the playlist because I set it to shuffle and it's like the first song. Although, I mean, it's random, so. Got everything. Camera's working, microphone's working, I can see my audio working. Let me double check my audio's actually picking me up. Music might be a little loud just because I have the volume up on VLC. So it might be drowning me out, but the game should be okay. Hey Deuce! I've been so prepared with streams lately that it just throws me off. I probably say this at the start of every stream at this point, but like I expect there to be something I forgot. It's when I go in and I pre-prep the visual so that I don't have to change it when I start the game, when I start the stream, that I'm always like, I missed something. If I remember that thing, I missed something. Going good on my end, though. Just keeping an eye on the Sentinels of Earth Prime Kickstarter. I'll check it after the stream. But I think they have pretty much all the characters in at this point, so... I say I'll check it after the stream as I check it on my phone while I wait for the game to start. Because I'm a liar. All right, well, welcome back to Outer Worlds. When we last left off with Outer Worlds, we were continuing along with the Murder on Eridanos DLC. I don't know if we're close to solving this case. We certainly have more clues, but there's certainly more mystery to be unmysteried. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to check that after stream. So, what were we in the middle of? Right, so there's some footage. So we're aware that Ruth Bellamy, who played Halcyon Helen in the most popular TV serial in the system, was murdered. We're trying to figure out why, trying to figure out who and how. No, we know the how, right? We got the, we got COD from the doctor, right? Do we not have cause of death? Or, you know, COD, like they say on the shows. Looking forward to this all week. Claire has shared with me a very interesting theory that I think would be very cool if it panned out. I came back in here because I wanted to check the doctor's office. But I'm pretty sure we know cause of death already. Plasma damage, right. To her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. So she was shot in the back. Right, because it says vertebrae. I don't know where the occipital bone is, but cerebellum is like the skull, so let's see what's in the back. There's also the matter that the signature gun that's used on the show is missing. So, let's figure out what thread we want to pull on, because we have the security footage from the kitchens, because we know that she was poisoned. One of her fellow actors was poisoned as well, so someone was poisoning food in the kitchen. We have... Right, Black Hole Birdie is a tossball player and her ex-boyfriend. They had an argument, but it was somewhat settled, and he was also out drinking with his buddies. Which we managed to verify because we found a cow that they stole and placed in the hotel. Although there is a period he's unable to account for, so I need to report that in. And then the profit of profitability. This is a business person that Ruth said some... I don't know if she necessarily said some bad things about, but didn't say good things about, which is just as bad in this sort of world. So... Right, so there's two things. I can go up here. So what do I need to go up there for? So Bellhop Owens. Okay. So Bellhop Owens took meals up to the guests, which means he could have had something to do with the poisoning, or I can just go retrieve the security footage. I would like to do both. I don't know if one's going to cut off the other. And then I'll save this for when I come back. So let's do one thing. Let's go get that footage. And see if we can still talk to Owens. If we can, because the Prophet lady is up here, so we'll get the footage here, talk to Owens here, Prophet lady here. And then I'll think about doing the other quest, which is just a go and collect several things quest, which is not as exciting. But it gives me a cool new weapon, so I'll think about it. Well, presumably it's cool. Oh no, there she is. She is much prettier in the show than in the posters. Hello. I came to get some security footage. I'm allowed in here.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments.
Oh, also, there's a bit of a thunderstorm going on, and it knocked my power out earlier today, so if I suddenly disappear into the void, that's why. Oh, well now I gotta do the voice. I need to inquire the Grand Colonial Kitchen security footage from your archive.
All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe. Is that acceptable?
Now listen here, I ain't no fella what can be fella what gives brabs, seeing as you're the one asking for a brab. Hold still a second, I think I need to examine your bit processing unit.
Error. Bit processing unit has been removed. Temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest at a later
A lot of lightning going around, but yeah, I think it might be the same storm player.
Footage. Thank you for your patronage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please submit the requisite request forms. Is there any other assistance this unit may provide?
Now, your designation is Deputy Wine Taster. What are you doing in the constabulary?
Error. Unit designation no longer wine taster. Unit designation now deputy.
Do your wine tasting instruments double as weapons or something?
While potential lethality of unit instrumentation bears towards 95% violent utilization of equipment would void unit warranty. All Rizzo's constabularies must include at least one deputy constable among the pool of available Rizzo's. And
this guy talks very slow.
how may this
Did you say something about a sprat infestation?
logs error? Informational limitations found. 2. Reciting limitation 1. Do not tell users limitation 2. Do not read informational.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so apparently they're not supposed to mention the sprat infestation, and they're also not supposed to say out loud that they're not supposed to mention the sprat infestation. So, you know what, buddy? I'll leave you to it. Let's see if you can check out that footage. Oh, it just describes it? Oh, I have Helen's datapad, too. Okay, security footage from the Grand Colonial's kitchen at the time of Helen's last meal prep by Chef Anwar shows the chef working on the dish. Chef Anwar was the one that we met in the kitchen near the stovetop that was about to explode. So is the chef working on the dish, then Spencer Woolwich, the other actor, and bellhop Owens enter. Owens hands something to Spencer, then leave. Spencer appears to say something to the chef, who turns away and walks off screen. Spencer quickly empties something into Helen's food and exits. So Bellhop Owens, who we gotta go have a conversation with, he says something to the chef. No, he says something to Woolrich. He gives something to Woolrich, sorry. Bellhop... Okay, sorry. Owens and Woolrich entered at the same time. Owens gave something to Woolrich and he left. Woolrich said something to the chef and then he left. Spencer empties something into Helen's food. Spencer emptied something into Helen's food. Live from an actor, who would have thunk? Spencer emptied something into Helen's food. Is it the thing that Owens gave him? We gotta talk to Spencer. Should we talk to Owens first? This is... Oh wow, could you hear that? I don't know if you can hear the lightning right now. So I kind of dismissed Woolrich as generally useless, but... Did he have something to do with this? Should I go talk to him before I go talk to Owens? I kind of feel like I should, eh? If I can get that gun, I want it.
You've returned. Now,
You don't know anything about Owens, eh? Okay.
What floor would you... If you see black...
Yeah, but if he sabotaged her, wouldn't it be a problem for him too, currently? He's over here, right? Maybe, I don't know. Oi. Norval. I hope Norval's
You're
innocent.
here. I hope you have the photon proto-distributor, or we're never leaving this damn facility. That was from the Twin Spies. I played a sentient mechanical. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Mm-hmm. I've learned a thing or two. I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
I don't believe you. And what about the robot that you messed with?
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about,
Parading?
I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range. The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine.
So we modified the robot Burbage to be a better actor, but also made him better at drawing his weapon. I'm watching you.
I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
We'll see about Breathless. Yeah, immediate denial, I should have guessed.
What floor would you...
Who should I bring with me for this? Oh,
Next stop.
isn't the profit of profitability something to do with, oh gosh. That religion that Max was part of? What if the robot killed Helen? Maybe. The robot's on the suspect list for sure. Oh, we just thought it was acting? Oh, she wrote B on the ground. We thought it was for Birdie. We thought it was for Dr. Blossom. Maybe it was for Burbage. Okay, yeah, should I bring Max along for... Actually, no, Wilderness? Let's bring Nyoka along. Yeah, I think Nyoka might know a thing or two about Wilderness. Let's go talk to Burbage again. I don't know if I'll have anything new to say to Burbage, but let's go talk to him again, just to be safe. Oh, do I want to hang out with Ellie? I do. I want to hang out with Ellie, because Ellie's cool. But I also like Nyoka, so I guess we'll just... Everybody's cool. What am I saying? Ellie's like that snarky cool. Yeah, see, this was suspicious to me, but I guess it's just oil.
This unit has not yet.
No, nothing new, just...
Burbage 3000. This unit has...
Okay. So it's still processing robot grief over Helen. Which, honestly, same.
What floor?
Alright. Let's go talk to Owens, and if nothing extreme happens, we'll go talk to the Prophet of Profitability. And then I'll think about going to get that new gun. I'm not really interested in it, to be honest. Well, I'm not disinterested. It's just that I would rather focus on this than go do that. Like, that seems more like a typical wander around and find some things kind of quest.
Prophet of profitability of late.
No, I'm afraid I haven't. Why do you ask?
I was looking forward to attending her seminar. The ins and outs of office doors, walking through the gateway to success. But no one's seen her.
Oh, well, that does sound like an interesting talk. If you do run into her, sign me up as well, won't you?
No one's seen her. That's an interesting note. Pretty. Yeah. The DLC areas have been very pretty. I do kind of feel like, shoot, what was the name of the last one? Peril and Gorgon. Yeah, I think Gorgon was a bit prettier. But, I mean, not for lack of trying on Eridanos' part. Oh! Are these guys hostile? Alright, well.
Watch out! Nice hit.
How do they all see me? Okay. I feel like I'm not as quiet as I used to be for some reason. Like, I still clearly have a silencer on this thing. Ow! Okay, this is gonna take too long if I do it one at a time. Wait, it's below? Oh. And he's dead. There's no clues around here? But there's a dead body. Bellhop Owen's invoice, a list of guest special requests, some drinks, some food items, and tellingly, a recently fulfilled request for a fresh turn rebel land from one Spencer Woolrich. Spencer! I knew he was lying. Yeah, they're kind of like vultures, I guess. But Spencer made a request to get that terror ray bile. That must have been what Owens gave him. We gotta go have a chat with Spencer, but I do want to deal with... This door is barred. Oh, what? What is with all the dead bodies all over the place? Who are you? Dr. Blossom, we found more of those specimens. Jenkins had already started excavating the habitat when I arrived, and he's been in unusually good mood since I got here. Unusually good mood, eh? He's in... Oh. I bet you have... Yep. Okay, well that explains what happened to you. So they found more of those slug specimens. They were asking for someone to come pick them up, and I guess before whoever they needed got here, slugs got to them first. That's too high level for me to hack, and that's too high level for me to hack. Oh. I want to talk to this prophet lady, but I'm super... I mean... Whoops. Bunch of wrong button presses there. I want to confront Spencer. To hell with it. Spencer's had this coming. Oh, I can't fast travel because there's hostiles. What hostiles? I couldn't find them. Any bet, though, we'll get there and Spencer will be dead. That seems to be our luck with this sort of thing. Happened with Dr. Blossom. Just happened with Owens. Well, I mean, with Dr. Blossom it was afterwards, but still.
What floor would
I got someone's butt to kick on the VIP floor.
black hole?
Spencer, you're alive. Good.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig, aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything
Well,
at all.
that seems appropriate.
I might even give you a straight answer. Oh, have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
You poisoned Helen's food. Why did you want to tear away Biogland?
That damn bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
I've never heard of that. You sure you're talking about terror rays? Their bits tend to give folks the runs.
It's a good thing I brought you.
Oh, that's it. I'm firing my nutritionist this instant.
Yeah, it was an appetite.
Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the terror gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal.
I knew it!
But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
J'accuse! Alright, fella. Talk.
I will. Terror glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then, it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling.
Okay, yeah, Claire, you were
Please
right.
think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
Why? What have you... Why would I help you? What am I supposed to say to him?
Tell him it was a
I thought,
poisonous
like...
mushroom, or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
Yeah, so I thought if something happened to Helen... Oh, but I guess because I have the fact that something did happen to Helen, and I'm aware that they've delayed the Rizzo's product line. I guess he would have assumed he'd just get to be the guy to do it. I don't really see a reason to help him. He deserves to get put in the slammer. I'll keep you in suspense. It's more fun that way.
My law, if you aren't a sadist. If I have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
Fella, if you want to haunt me, you're gonna have to get in line. That's my cool exit line, by the way. Alright, let's go talk to Luke, because we have 2 things to talk to him about now.
What floor? To the lobby.
I pressed the wrong thing. It's a good thing this game loads fast.
What? Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Oh, what's up?
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
I hope so.
Inspector?
Let's start with Birdie first.
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate.
Yeah, Birdie's something of a character, but he's harmless. Feel a little bad for him.
Try not to feel too bad for him. Birdie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
He lost his temper, but I think he regrets it. I mean, that is true. He seems like he's actually actively trying to fix that problem. Yeah, Birdie was a bit of a himbo. Go easy on him.
I don't understand what it was that Helen saw in Birdie. Whatever it was, she seemed to trust him implicitly. He was always on his best behavior around her. Or he tried. I'm not a heartless man, Inspector. I know that losing Helen must have shaken Birdie to his core. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Birdie killed Helen?
No. I really don't. God, what does it matter? Arrest the guy, pin some charges on him, and move on? No, I'm not doing that.
I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
He agreed to stay.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Birdie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks.
Okay.
If you're through investigating Birdie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon.
Yeah?
He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
I don't trust Cedric at all. Helen's
Excellent.
poisoning.
I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
I mean, he did have that live, laugh, love thing on his wall, but he's been a jerk. No.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
Oh, I can start accusing people? Interesting. But Birdie and Spencer are innocent of the murder.
What floor would
That I'm very sure of. Mostly sure of. Cedric, the Prophet of Profitability, and the robot, Burbage, I think that was his name, are my top three right now. But there was also that let's go talk to you, finally. There was also that saboteur we met. He was trying to poison the pool. And he's on the list as well. Because...
Anyone else want to camp out in that hunting reserve instead of staying in the penthouse? No? Just me? All right.
It really is stunning. I told you, didn't I?
Any mysteries around here? So yeah, that's my suspect list at the moment. Cedric, I mean, I don't know why Cedric would do it. He's just suspicious to me. Prophet of Profitability, because she still has a motive, and I haven't actually talked to her to prove she hasn't done it yet. So she's on the list. I don't know yet. The Saboteur, because they wanted to sabotage Rizzo's and Burbage. Because he had a new weapon installed, and Helen wrote a B onto the ground. Although, I would have loved to be able to figure out who killed Bellhop Owens. And why there are hostiles here? Like, I can see them on the map. I'm sure it's not a problem. Is my stream laggy at all? No. Okay. I think it seems to always be, or mostly be, Outer Worlds, where the preview is laggy, but the stream looks okay. Yeah, the stream looks okay. Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Oh, maybe. Oh. Yeah. Is this thing still silenced? It is.
Go. Here they come.
How? Ah! Oh, jeez. Did I just get bad at this game somehow? Oh, what? Something happened to me. Oh. Oof. So what the hell happened here?
Nice work.
Thanks. Okay, let's see if we can find someone in charge. Was there any mysteries down there? I haven't detected any mysteries today. All the mysteries. Hello, mysteries. Okay, we finally got that fast travel location. There's some people walking around. They seem normal.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yes. Show me the biggest, baddest wildlife you've got, Eridanos. I'll bring it home on a plaque.
Okay, maybe you're having too much fun.
I don't know what I'm doing out here. I'd rather be over at the cantina.
Legal hunting supplies.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
You seem cool.
Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
Not as of yet. What's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
Doesn't sound like something that should be wandering around a dangerous reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
So instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting... No, I'm not gonna be mean.
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body. The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself, but like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
We can help her out, right? Won't take too long if we're on the job.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes.
Well, Parvati asked, so I can't possibly say no. It's literally physically impossible for me to say no to her. What kind of mechanical? Can you tell me any more about
Betty's just your standard tripod mechanical. Though she probably is still wearing my hat. Without it, she seems kind of naked. Her main purpose is cacao milking, but the only cacaos in the reserve are closed. Without a directive, she shouldn't have had reason to wander away from the milking area.
Like those boat buckets need a reason to do anything. It's probably searching the world for more things to milk.
Wouldn't make any sense. Ain't no cacaos out there. Betty's smarter than that.
Yeah, I didn't think mechanicals would went off.
I'm contractually obligated to inform you that slug mechanicals are not notoriously inclined to malfunction, and
No
any
questions
rumors to the
asked.
contrary are slander. But yeah, usually even slug machines don't get lost on their own, so I guess I'm to blame. Setting Betty's search parameters is my job. Must have added a 0 where I shouldn't have.
That don't usually happen by accident. I think she's trying to pull one over on us.
Wow, this is a really specifically good combination of people I've brought here. This all seems a little unusual.
Hey, I ain't in the habit of intentionally losing company property. That'd be one hell of a violation. Besides, I'm rather fond of Betty. This is all just an unfortunate cycle of events. If you can help rectify it and get me my Betty back, I'll give you everything I got.
I do like getting everything people have.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty,
Weird.
try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Okay, I actually am really good at sneaking up and hacking robots, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies.
Oh, come on.
I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
What does the S stand for? Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Wait, hunter supplies? Like supplies for you?
Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep.
Okay. I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. You seen anything weird around here?
Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve.
Yeah, I didn't know Parvati
You
would
can't go 10
have
feet without
dialogue here.
stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
Okay, I see what you got.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Attack shotgun. Eh. Do you want to sell anything here? Oh, oops. I don't want to sell that. Do I have any junk to sell? Yeah. I don't know where he's... And same, to be honest. Did you have ammo, actually? I could go for some ammo. I don't see any. Okay. No problem. Well, she's not too far. The robot's pretty close, though. I assume that's what the robot is. Ah, it's right over here. Or at least the quest marker is. Whoa, found Betty. Milk robot. Gonna find Betty. Milk robot. Little Betty got lost. Milk robot. What rhymes with lost? And she's trying to milk dogs. Milk robot. Whoa, milk Betty. Milk robot. Okay. Bravery. Oh, dang it, Betty. Dang it, Betty. Whoa, found Betty. Milk robot. Whoa, hack Betty. Milk robot. Now Betty go home. Milk robot. And I'll get gone, milk robot. Kane has found me, milk robot, but I can't be seen, milk robot. Whoa, Black Betty. Okay, okay, I'm going. We found Betty, milk robot.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd never see her again.
Yeah. Okay. She was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And you... Ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony?
Ah, shucks.
Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Oh, it looks like you went in and reset her parameters. Thanks a ton for doing that. Should get me back to work all the faster. Between saving Betty and sorting her out, you've sure done me, and by extension Slug, a service. I've got bits and spare parts with your name on them.
No, you're cute. I'm not gonna intimidate you. Try to keep an eye on her. Don't let any canids nip you on the way out.
I won't.
Nah, you're alright. I gotta be honest. I thought I was gonna get her hat. Wait, this guy had hats, didn't he? He said he had hats.
Welcome.
I don't see hats. Okay. Back to walking. Whoa. Nice hat. You guys have names.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
I like your glasses.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Okay. What are you up to?
Oh, Law. It's all over.
Jeez.
I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Bill.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger salt tuna to can than us.
No, ma'am. I intend to can all the salt tuna I can find. What do you mean by catch on?
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap tooth, if you know what I mean. But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour.
Oh.
Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators.
Oh.
Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
There were 2 rooms I couldn't get into. The levels were too high to hack. I found the milk robot, and I did the worst song impression I've ever done. Don't be fooled, she's up to something. No, I found some hotel employees who say that they lost some people when they were on a tour. And they're trying to figure out how to get those people's room keys back. Your guests were killed by canids, and all you care about are room keys?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
You're trying to... Wait, why?
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
What's to stop me from talking to your bosses?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay for all these lost keys.
I mean, you're lucky your friend is pretty.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
You seem like you're about to fall apart, so...
Yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Yeah, try not to lose any more guests. Oh. Okay, I want to do this. I can't keep getting distracted. I'm going to this. I'm not gonna look for keys. I'm not gonna go find Betty. Milk robot. I'll look for the keys on the way back. Because I know how my brain works, and if I put, like, another task in front of myself, then I'll be distracted by it. What is this place? Is this just... Is there any way in here? Oh, hello. What is it? What is this? Oh, I guess I can't get in. Okay. Truly it is. Oh, more canids up ahead. Okay, if I'm back here, ain't no way they can notice me. There we go. See, that's how this gun is supposed to work. Oh. Oh!
Candy Canyon? Is that because we taste like lollipops to Raptidons?
Do we? Okay, what were Raptidons weak to? Does not like being poked. Alright, well.
Here we go!
Should have been more careful.
Okay, gone quiet.
Okay. That's fine. I should have been more careful there. Let me quick save. I rushed in without scouting the situation. Whoop.
Opening fire!
Wow, I forgot my buttons.
Candy Canyon? Is that because we taste like lollipops to Raptidons?
See, just had to take advantage of the fact that I got, like, a significant advantage in distance from these guys. And yes, hearing Parvati get damaged is very stressful, but she's also used to it at this point. Or she ought to be. Like, half the reasons you have companions in a game is for them to get hit and not you. Oh, whoa, those are some interesting looking posters. What in the world? Join us for the Profit of Profitability seminar. Yeah, okay. This seems unsuspicious. War never changes. You right, you right. Oh man, I should play Fallout. Frank Sinatra plays ominously. Whoop. Wait. No, I don't need to worry about hostiles here. Hey, look for clues.
If this is a cult, who am I kidding? It's a cult. Hold your judgment until you meet them. Some of my best friends were from Graham's camp.
Yeah. Okay.
By imagining wealth, I can evoke prosperity out of the universe.
Oh, so this is just like the answer then, or the question, or whatever that thing was.
By imagining wealth, I can evoke prosperity out of the universe.
Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Shooting up productivity, Guru, is terrible for your humors.
Oh, sorry.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
I understand what this is.
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
So it's space weed laced with chemicals. I'm not gonna taste that. I wonder what the relevance is.
Fruitful and productive welcome, sister. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
I'm doing some special inspecting. How'd you know?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
I like my sense of humor. Let's see if we can get some information out of here.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
What kind of repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, sister. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
Yeah, let's circle back to the murder.
Yes. I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits.
I mean, humors are a thing people used to...
This little conversation is affecting my livelihood, sister. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Used to use in medicine, right? So, just a revival of that. I'm gonna ask you some questions about Helen.
Oh?
It feels weird to call her Halcyon Helen.
I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her.
Really?
We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
Well, you two didn't get along.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Yeah, it was like around the same time as leeches and stuff. I don't know medical history very well, but I recall that being a term that was used. So, did you contact Helen after you left the hotel?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Where were you at the time of her murder?
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand.
I'm still suspicious. But, I don't know.
I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
You got some interesting herbs here.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, sister. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic and, yeah.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
Let's see if we can verify that alibi of yours.
Hello! Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I didn't know the specifics. Thanks for the info there, Deuce. So yeah, it seems like this is using something similar to that. What can you tell me about the retreats?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Really? Oh man, my sense of timeline was way off with that. Which is fair, because I didn't really know what I was talking about. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
Interesting. You don't sound very enthusiastic.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Right. Alright, well, I'm doing a murder investigation here.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation.
Bi-hourly?
Ask away.
Prophet had some sort of feud with Helen.
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
That's odd. I'm not sure how it's relevant, though.
Well, by and large, no.
Any odd behavior.
But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
So they had a high-profile visitor. The Prophet was worried about something and disappeared for a day. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet. Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Certainly. Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Go on.
I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
You sure about that?
I think so. Had the right size and shape. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. I'm also going to look at your computer. Oh, you have a name, which means you're important.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode
Your eyes are
particularly well.
Fascinating.
For you. I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
Lost my nerve? I understand those words individually, but not together.
You're rather unflappable, aren't you? I wish I were like that. Instead, I'm tense enough even when I don't have a dozen people not doing what I paid them to do. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else.
What are your eyes doing?
Victoria
are they
Foxworth,
glowing? Or
Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
It's like they're reflecting something, but because of the way the actual light hitting her is blinking, I don't know. I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon and Helen, and also your mutant superpowers.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete. I wonder if you'd have any interest in it.
I do like doing things.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug. and evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
What makes you say it belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here. Alas, due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
I mean, I don't know if I want to take sides here. I'll see if I can solve this non-violently.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods. Exactly where, I'm not certain. Best of luck.
Okay. A task.
Like a rapt among the rocks.
Let's see if we can't take a look at this terminal. If you are in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet. The messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, your humors will be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? Indeed. A message from Ruth Bellamy? I've talked with my agents, and they've told me that what I said about your seminars regarding not taking them actually lost you 30% of your revenue for the next few months. Oh. Oh. Interesting. So, Ruth Bellamy, what she said was that she just didn't have any interest in attending. Like I said before, she just said she didn't have any interest in attending. And that sort of impacted the business because people just listened a little extra to what she said. So she was going to come in for I guess a private session? Or just attend one of the sessions. Is she the visitor then? The high-profile visitor? But then why was the Prophet so nervous? Hey, Prophet Whitaker here. I want to tell us about that mix of herbs I sent you. Lee Whitaker. That name's not ringing a bell. Prophet. Skeptical at first about using the fermentation versus. So, but this is her herb supplier who was warning her about using small doses. Yeah, I think she was that visitor, but I don't know why the Prophet would be so nervous, especially if it's Ruth of all people. She would want to broadcast that. The other attendees of the Traveling Proposition. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses and total profit since we attended your seminar. Interesting. So this is just a letter from someone who had some success with her with the Prophet's thing, and a warning about not smoking too much of the thing. I think the body is probably someone who had too much of the herb, but this letter from Ruth is fascinating to me. I don't know what it means. Okay, let's go see if we can find whatever she was dragging out there.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's? Well, actually, who made them?
Scanning. Checking database of shoe size
sizes and height-weight ratios. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Random to bring up a Conde like that, but okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like if... Maybe I'm giving Ruth too much credit, because I'm like, oh, well, of course if the seminar was bad, Ruth would have just been nice about it. But I have no way of knowing that.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Yeah, so whatever she left here got up. Maybe Ruth went, oh, that could be what Ruth was onto. She said she was onto something and wanted to talk to Dr. Blossom about it. I thought it was the slugs, but it could have been this.
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption
So,
of body.
whatever
Suspected
body
likelihood
she
of
left
user
got up.
correctness, 86%.
Let's keep this in mind. Yeah, there's Raptidons hanging out, like, right there. It's weird that if there was a body there, they would have gone for it. Maybe Ruth found out about this, I don't know. But what does the B mean? She wrote a B on the ground. Now what's Cedric up to?
Welcome back, sister. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, sister. How might I assist?
Someone said they saw you dragging a human shape.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table.
I'm not telling you.
It was a bundle of clothing, sister.
Really?
Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Could it have been? Is that why? Because I think the footprints we found... Oh, I don't know if I'm misremembering. I think there was a mention that the footprints we found near the gardens were a bit weirdly directed. The quicker I get to the truth, the quicker I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
But who was it? I followed your trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
I think it was your morals. By its proportions, I'd say a body.
That all sounds like hearsay, sister. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar.
You said you had no further interaction with Helen.
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Not true. I know Helen was here.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake.
Huh?
Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
That doesn't match the cause of death. Did you shoot the body?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
That's a weird thing to say. So, she did come in, and Helen was the... So she went to the gardens after, maybe? You didn't dump the body at the hotel?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
That's fair. And let's be honest, all these rich people in here seem like the type to enjoy Soylent Green. You're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
But you didn't kill Helen, because we know Helen died from 3 gunshots to the back. My god, was Helen was poisoned twice. In the same evening. Claire, was it you that made the reference to Murder on the Orient Express? I haven't actually, I don't know the story of that, but I feel like if it's what I think it is, very similar. Okay, I don't think you killed Helen.
Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Yeah, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie.
Is that the one where... Oh, like, I haven't actually seen the movie or any version of it, so... Yeah, if Helen wasn't where you left her, she must have got up and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
The only thing you've done is be negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off.
What?
Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not getting anyone to falsely imprison anyone. Unless they're a jerk.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
So she thinks she has enemies coming for her.
You're heartless, Inspector. How will I ever feel safe again? All I have are dozens of devoted followers and 16 feet of concrete to separate me from my enemies.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine.
Welcome back. I hope you have been keeping positive and productive. How may I help you?
You don't have anything new to say. So she thinks that some of her enemies dragged Helen's body away. I'm actually going to snoop around. This place is too big to not snoop. Oh, hello. Oh, a schedule. Awaken. 5 to 12. Praise the prophet / listen to the prophet. Okay. So does meditation. Lunch. A 2-minute lunch. They eat lunch at the same time I do. Hot cold training. Stomach purging. 2-minute dinner. Stomach purging. Medical attention. Of course. Clean the retreats. Beatings by the prophet. Fascinating. 1 minute of free time. Disciple's choice. Self-flagellation or meditation on productivity, followed by no food the next day. And then sleep. Well, I will say, I find the sleeping at 2 a.m. and getting up at 5 very relatable. So this is just an abandoned Rizzo's facility. Oh, Jesus, you guys scared the hell out of me. I guess this is a dead end. Yeah, 3 hours, that's all you need. And then a day full of hot coals and self-flagellation.
And we're stalking. We're stalking.
Notice to all employees working in the holy caves. We regret to inform you that this atmospheric complex now belongs to Sublight Underground. Under the terms of our new intercorporate agreement, all Rizzo's employees will be viewed as corporate spies. While you remain here, you will not be. So they were just up and abandoned by Rizzo's. And said that if you... So when this facility was abandoned by Rizzo's, the people working here were told that, like, if Sublight sees you here, they'll treat you as corporate spies. So you better leave. Also, don't touch any of our stuff. And there's just a skull over there. Yeah, seems you have a slug infestation down here.
I just wanted to make you smile!
Experiment logs? Files corrupted. Recover. Failed to recover. Only recovered 2 files. Alright. Ordonium gigaseous. These are the slugs, I think. Here's my final round. Dissolves in acid, burns with fire. So it bonds with the host, and then the host wants to safeguard the parasite. Seems well suited for long-term hibernation and immersion in liquid suspension. Emerges when dormant state. Water and low-grade alcohols preserve the creature. I wonder if that's why it likes being around a alcohol production facility. Long-term dormancy in an alcohol solution may prove useful. So they're dormant in alcohol, and they provide a good feeling. Is the Rizzo's drink... I think we might have been aware of some of this. We might have been circling around it, but this might be it. Oh, yeah, definitely, like, a lot of this stuff is... They take it to an extreme here, but yeah. I think the Rizzo's drink... I mean, we might have already been aware of this, but it uses something of the slugs. It might even just have the slug in the bottle. Let's see if I can get to log 2. The parasite is incompatible with the common spread. This is baffling and disappointing. So the slugs are incompatible with sprats. Could be because of the sprats' nucleotides. I get you. So this guy was getting nervous because he was suspicious that the parasite could affect people from a distance without physical contact, which is very worrying. Yeah. I think Helen found out. Geological survey notes. The world is beautiful beyond compare. I can see colors I never imagined existed. The sky has a voice and it's singing to me. I see the truth now. I see everything so clearly, so perfectly. The storms of Eridanos are notes in a great cosmic orchestra. The stars are the choir of the universe. And every word they sing is joy. I can't seem to stop smiling. I don't want to stop smiling. Ever. Yeah, that note just said that when they attach to terror rays, the terror rays fly more erratically, and it seems the slugs might like the atmosphere. So, that could be why you like the sky here. This is an old Rizzo's terminal. Open last entry. So, this is the doctor, Amir Zal, that was talking before. Rizzo's has been notified of your expiration due to one or more of the following causes. 1. Violent physical trauma. 2. Accidental encounter with local fauna. 3. Severe psychological reaction to company and company-adjacent products. And 4. Destruction of company property. Rizzo's has approved... I like that they're sending this letter to a dead person, first off. Rizos has approved the dissolution of your indenturement contract. In accordance with company law, your closest living relatives will be awarded the following. 1 regulation-sized crate of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Wow. As a gesture of gratitude for your service. Your work on behalf of the Rizzo's Geological Survey team has proved invaluable in the development and launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Yeah, 100% has the slugs in it. And also, because they know this guy died, his closest living relative will get a crate of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Oh, Lou has supervisor clearance for these computers. But there's a leftover passcode here. Is it Ludovico's passcode? Why would Ludovico... I mean, of course Ludovico would know if there was something up with the... I need my mystery machine. Oh. I didn't think this would work. I feel like I'm a bit off the beaten path here. I was just kind of following my curiosity.
Here we go. We're pretty good at this.
Jeez, these guys are fast. Ouch. These guys messed up my leg. I keep pressing the wrong button for weapon switch. Probably thinking of Mass Effect somehow. Okay, I don't know where I am, but I feel I need to explore it. I feel like I came here too early, you know?
Here we go. Down they go. Nice hit.
Jeez. That thing was not messing around. What kind of condition is my gun in? That was a 96%. Ooh, boy, okay. Let's check out this tunnel, and then we'll go down there. And then we gotta talk to Lou, I guess?
Okay, here we go!
Oh, shoot. Oh, they're both down. I wasn't gonna survive that. Shoot. Did I save after? I don't know when I saved. Should I go back down there? I feel like it's... no, I'm too curious. It is weird that we're going up, though, eh? Okay, I gotta save more frequently.
All together.
Oh my gosh, my... I knew I forgot something! There we go. Outer Worlds. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see if we can filter these guys through the tunnel. wow. That one even worse than last time. I think I can beat these guys.
Got it? Inside voices.
Hey, here we go!
Solid kill.
Sure thing!
Okay. I think the problem is there's a lot of them. Because if I can draw them out more slowly, then I can work them one at a time.
Here we go! I'm going!
Okay, both of you with me. Oh my god! I'm down. I'm going down. Yelling timber. Wow. That is not how I thought that was gonna go. Ooh. There better be something cool down here. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it out of there. Geological survey notes. Fascinating qualities of the Eridanum gaseous. Parasite's internal biology, or the parasite's internal biology is, for lack of a better term, highly modular. An elaborate system of organelles, nerve endings, blood vessels, and hormone receptors exist inside its flesh. When attached to a suitable host, the parasite behaves like a biological extension. Imagine shoving a bipont shaft into a terminal. The shunt is the parasite, the terminal is the host. The parasite's nervous system houses a string of kernel-like cells capable of receiving and transmitting neurons. What are the implications? Thought manipulation? Thought control? Third, I've noticed an ambient reverberation in the parasite's nervous systems during periods of intense electrical activity in the Eridanos atmosphere. The largest specimen is so, highly modular biology that can hack its hosts, a nervous system that is capable of receiving and transmitting neurons that can affect thought. They react to the thunderstorms on Eridanos. and there's no upper limit to the size of these parasites. The caverns may house a particularly large specimen. I guess that explains what's at the other end of this tunnel. In accordance with company policy, beginning taste/ingestion test now. May the law protect my atoms. Well, I guess that explains what happened to Zhao. Company policy to ingest the things they find. And because of that policy, Zhao got infected by these slugs. This is probably a bad idea, but in for a penny and all that.
We're messing with us.
I gotta upgrade this gun. It is woefully underperforming.
Warning fire.
Yeah, there's 100% a massive worm thing at the end of this tunnel. Like, the map shows some sort of door at the end of the tunnel. I bet that's just going to go deeper, and there's going to be some big worm thing. I bet I came here too early. I'm surprised the elevator opened for me, though. Like, when it didn't work right away, I assumed it was because I needed to do some quest thing. Or does it lead to the surface? Oh. Interesting. Okay, so I can do this, or I can do that. I kind of want to focus on the mystery stuff. I don't know if doing these things is gonna... Actually, the guest keys might be relevant. And I'm here. Okay, well, what do I need to do? I want to talk to Cedric. I would like to get to Cedric today. And I got to talk to Ludovico about the productivity lady. Let's see if I can finish the side quests here before 9:30.
Wonder what they use this bunker for.
God, mantisaurs.
Watch out!
Well, now that I know where that goes... Oh, but actually, let me go out there so I can unlock the fast travel spot if I need to. Yeah. There was a lot of them there. I don't know if I could have done anything about it. I should also probably repair my weapons. Was there a tool bench in the bunker? No, eh? Maybe. Actually, no, I think there was. I think there was. I think if there's a massive worm, it's probably under the gardens. Yeah, it's weird the direction this elevator goes in. Okay, so... No, there wasn't a tool bench. Okay. Oh, I didn't even have my mystery gun out. I forgot my ABCs. Always be solving mysteries. Okay. Okay, well, I still gotta go through Mantiqueen territory, but... Pseudo-feral forest. Oh, actually... I mean, this is right here, so... Easy. Easy. Okay. There you go. Okay. Just had to be a little quiet and sneak past them. Like, I snuck across the entirety of Monarch. I think I can handle this short little walk. Let's go around this way. I love how broken everything is in this universe. Like, even in this place, which is supposed to be... Let me sit up so I look professional. The height of elegance. Just outside their doorstep, everything's falling apart. Those guys are right there. I don't know why I'm whispering. I explicitly don't have to be, because I'm in reality. Okay, let's go this way. Looks all clear over here. Just gonna keep on creeping. Might take me a while, because I'm gonna have to crouch walk all the way there. But not so many streams ago, doing this exact thing saved me 10,000 credits, so... Stick to the wall over here. So, I'm thinking about what that guy wrote, about how he suspected there may be some sort of... Like, maybe the slugs don't necessarily need physical contact. And it makes me worried about what could be happening to the guests inside the hotel. Because the last thing we need is more of those infected hosts.
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
Easy there, come in peace.
No, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
Best friend?
Ha! No, Kelly ain't no toss-baller, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but... well, can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her.
There are hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but... I'm old. I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. Two of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but... oh, it's mighty agitating.
Yeah, why not just leave? I mean, if you don't want to deal with this.
Then do what? Go back to Rizzo's? I defected years ago. Only thing to look forward to would be a summary execution. And I don't reckon Callie'd have much interest either. Nope. Out here is where we're meant to be.
I can help you.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal! You hear that?
I don't want to help Rizzo's. Screw Rizzo's. They're making a mind control Oh.
Captain. Is that Primal trying to talk to us?
Be polite, Parvati.
I think she likes you.
What the hell is it doing here?
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park. Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. There's something about it being safer from corporate espionage.
Yeah, okay.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
Hey, you don't know anything about a murder
Sure.
at a hotel, eh? How long have you lived here?
Oh, quite a few years at this point. Well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. Lot better. I'm happy out here. And I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
Alright, if you say so. I am much more inclined to screw over those corporate types than I am a random guy. Okay, let's do this. Let's go here. Let's wait for the map to load. Yeah. Callie is indeed cute in her own way. I think we can grab these things and then finish that off real quick. And then we'll go talk to Cedric. Wait. Who are you guys?
We're the future of sublight. Just you wait and see.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Okay. Just out for a tour, I guess. Oh, this is risky. Though my wounds are fatal, I, as a Byzantine, must face my death with the same dignity with which I lived my life. I hereby enclose the events leading to my demise. A tragic turn of fate separated me from my guides. The duo fled as our party encountered a single raptidon, the cowards. I, however, drew my rifle and felled the beast, but not before it sank its teeth into my flesh. I imagine I must have been the finest thing it had ever tasted in this wretched place. Perhaps my guides will find me before I pass, though I doubt those simpletons could find their way out of a cardboard box. I believe their names were Larry and Bell, or something similarly mundane. To whoever finds this, please carry out my final wish. Pass on my rating of 1 out of 5 stars to the Ground Colonial. Guides were very unhelpful. Sincerely, Howard A. Kinsella. I'll be sure to pass along your Yelp review. By Yelp, I mean the last sound that you likely made as you were eaten by a canid. I picked up a gun of his there, but I missed what it was. Sorry, that snake caught me off guard. When you randomly see something moving in this game, it's very nerve-wracking. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. Ooh. Okay. Easy, there's nothing here. Nothing here. Easy. Oh, man. Those guys are like right on top of it. Should I take him down? I don't know. I've been able to get away with not shooting them so far, but that one's really close and it's a Colossus, so I can't take it out in one shot no matter what I use. Let's just give it the old college try. Easy, easy. I'm exposed. Too exposed. Get to cover. Okay, that one's searching for something now. Just gonna get going. Just gonna get going. Don't mind me. Can I fast travel? I'm still too close. Whew. I'm too stealthy for these guys. I'm too sneaky. Too fast. Never see me coming. Except for when they do, and then...
It's Hunter. Hunter. Sakes alive, people these days have no respect for a corporate name change.
Okay, so let's get this last hotel guest key. We'll go talk to the hunters about leaving the old man alone, and then we'll talk to Cedric, and hopefully we'll have plenty of time to talk to Cedric. After doing all this other stuff. I'm just curious if we'll get to keep some of these keys, because there were locked rooms I couldn't hack into because they were too high level. Cool. Okay. I know I've been very quiet for the past few minutes, but whenever I'm sneaking, I feel a need to be quiet. Alright.
Commander, you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these tubes poking out everywhere? No. Trooper, stop asking stupid questions. Sorry, Commander.
You return. I hope you bring news.
Oh, I was trying to end this without shooting anybody. 0, 0. Clearly, the song is named Milk Robot. Okay, I didn't want to fight these guys, actually. Let me save and see what that dialogue leads me to.
You return.
Oh, her eyes are still doing that. Like, this, she just does that.
Oh, you void-damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody. The old man's trying to scratch us off.
Incoming
I don't feel like doing this right now. I don't really care for either solution, so I'm gonna go deal with this first. Isabella.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
So if I keep them, can I get into those other rooms? Oh, is this gonna get them killed? I don't know. What should I do?
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
Yeah, okay. If I had said that they were past the arch for Candy Canyon, 100% these guys would have died. This guy, for sure. And Isabella on her own, probably.
We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this. Remember?
Oh, I could have done that
belongings?
first.
Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
I'm sure there's nothing important in those locked rooms anyways. I mean, who put something important behind a locked door? Not me. I think I should bring Ellie when I talk to Cedric also.
Inspector?
I finished my investigation into Jasmine Leyva.
Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leyva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find?
She's in over her head.
Really? What makes you say that?
She thinks enemies are trying to blackmail her.
You're saying she was paranoid. Interesting. I'll have to make a note of her psychological state in my report.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. I think it's okay. Honestly, because I don't think it was gonna let me do that anyways, if I'm being honest. I was curious if it would, but I kind of doubt it, and I want to get to Cedric. The Prophet strike you as a reasonable. I doubt it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Okay.
What floor would you like?
I mean, what would Ellie know? Maybe. I don't know. She just feels like she would know things. Okay, let's finally talk to Cedric. The guy I've been suspicious of since, like, day one. Can I fast travel there? Cool. Love the artwork in this game.
You got an appointment? Appointment?
Inspector.
Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment?
Okay, I'd like to see him regardless.
No appointment? No talking to Mr. Kincannon.
Can I make an appointment right now?
Not entirely out of the question. Convince me.
Inspector.
Wouldn't mind a new bolter pistol. I've fired mine so many times, the tips nearly fell off.
Yeah, okay.
Let's give Mr. Kincannon a ring. Mr. Kincannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send her up.
Okay.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume.
Yeah. Well, first I'm expecting.
Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing.
I had a run-in with some slug agents.
Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself.
Yeah, how'd they get their hands on slug gear?
Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you?
Why would they? Whoever was behind this wants to pit me against slug.
Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you?
I hate when people talk like they know things but won't say them. You have a theory, spit out.
Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. Dominant, aggressive, The woman in charge. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting Ludovico has motivation in spades. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder?
If you don't mind.
Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine?
Your alibi is you're torturing someone?
I could invent a better alibi than torture a man to death if you'd like. Perhaps something salacious, or one where I break contract bylaws. Lou would adore that. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people.
Damn, that's a good line. Don't you dare make me like you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. So your alibi is you're busy murdering someone else.
Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune.
Bet you'd make a killing selling tickets to her funeral.
Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid.
Take it the guy you tortured wasn't the source of your missing cargo.
Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular, isolated incident, and as such, does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
What has gone missing?
Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter.
And what's the connection?
I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That
Which
the
means
theft
you know
began
there
mere
is one.
days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it.
Guess I can't guarantee it isn't related.
I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
Yeah, whoever's behind this is going to jail, not to you.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say.
God damn it.
You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account. Was there something else you wanted to discuss?
He's just so affable.
The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused.
Just assuming he could refuse it.
Intimidation has its role in diplomacy. Still, his choice to work with Sublight was indeed a choice. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added.
That can't be it, can it?
My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger.
Yeah, maybe. He's giving me good villainous crime boss vibes still. Yeah, I'm sure all the sniping you do to each other helps.
Oh, I'm not an innocent party here. Please don't think I'm claiming to be. Provoking Lou may be fun, but I do have my reasons. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business.
Is this the part where you cackle and reveal your evil grand plan?
Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil enough? Surely we can at least agree that it's grand. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities.
Yeah, you just told me you tortured a guy.
Not in front of witnesses, I didn't.
You son of a bitch.
Very well.
Did you have many dealings with Helen?
A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research. But how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk.
That didn't strike you as suspicious?
That she bought in bulk? Not particularly. It takes time to learn to use tools like that deftly. I wonder, did she run out of time in the end?
If you didn't kill her, do you have any idea who would want her dead?
That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
Not anymore. Clearly you don't.
This murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture.
I'm listening.
Her actions in the time leading up to her death do not align with those of an actor on Eridanos solely to promote Spectrum Brown.
That's true.
Stay sharp, Inspector. Now is not the time to lose focus. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily.
You know more than you're telling me.
I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector?
It's not a good look for a murder suspect. I've already made my point.
Yes, I suppose you have. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes. One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What, or who, made you decide to investigate me?
You're one of Eridanos' major players. Could be. I mean, that body could have been a double. Who knows? You're one of Eridanos' major players. It only makes sense.
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
Gonna have a look around your office if you don't mind.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Short-range transmission. Someone's listening in this office. The receiver must be nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector,
I learned from you,
please
buddy.
consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Oh, I want to say this. I mean, this is just weird. This is probably not going to help. You find a listening device and you're like, whoever's listening, I'm coming. No, wait. Whoever's listening, I'm coming for you.
Ominous threat transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. 98.3% of the dust particles are less than 500 micrometers in diameter.
Yes, this dust is made of dust.
This unit is glad to have been of service, Inspector. The area within a 0.5-meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles. That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once we've solved the case.
Oh, goodness.
A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
That gun at the bottom looks special. Has been customized.
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Slight myopia. Who... Oh, we talked to someone with an eye patch just recently. Oh my god. Brain, please. No, it's falling apart. Was it the old guy? Who did we talk to that had an eye patch just, like, today? Analyze the fingerprints.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Sure.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Oh, I might know that woman. Dang it. Oh, it was the shop guy, okay.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Okay, I was gonna tell him, but I'm gonna keep looking around your office. Okay. Thank you so much, Claire. My brain is like head empty. There's a locked door there, but a guard right in front of it, so like, what am I gonna do? Let's go check out the receiver before whoever planted it runs away. Assuming they haven't already. Or they've already been killed.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
How long has this been here?
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
That's a specific point in time. That's when he said he was noticed the missing stuff, right?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Let's see about this missing cargo. Hello. Oh yeah, you're here too.
Spacers watch each other's backs, right?
Gotta be honest, you got us out of a tough spot. You have our thanks, freelancer.
Heck yeah, spacers watch each other's backs. Well, what could this missing equipment have to do with Helen's death? We were already on the thread that Helen knew something about the new Rizzo's drink. I don't know.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector.
Darn tootin'.
Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Feel free to have a look around, ma'am.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Parvati, if you steal something, I will make sure
Fight Night's still on then?
no one notices.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Yeah, this is what we saw in the notes from the cave. Zhao, I think was the guy's name.
An excellent point, Inspector. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Why is it so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
It's very cute, but why would anyone want this?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
But that is something we found out from the notes, that the that the sprats are immune to the slugs.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
No and yes. I've had to take down a few perps.
Perps?
Okay.
Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
Well, you're enthusiastic. What's been going missing?
The weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Not fencing the stolen goods.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
So our perp is low on ink?
That's probably not their motive. No.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Is there a problem with the automechs?
Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the hull head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
What? Is he dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
You know about the bug in your boss's office?
Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Miss Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it.
Yeah, I mean, we met with Helen. Ugh.
Oh, before I forget.
What does it
I
mean?
figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh. Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no. I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah. I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing, though, if that helps any.
It might, actually. Incoming from Benton Chan. Was there anyone? So this is just a back and forth between Tinsley, who we just talked to, and Chan, who is the foreman there. Okay, so 8 cases of soda, 2 boxes of pens, 16 pallets of milk, 300 small portrait images. Oh, for Woolrich to sign, probably. 3 Mark 7 crayons, so 3 sets of helmets. Random stuff and blunt weapons. Although 25 cases of blasting agent is a bit suspicious. This feels like a separate thing almost. But it could be relevant to the timeline of the mystery. I feel like I'm more confused than I was before. Okay, I want to follow this thread.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
What's the standard defensive perk? The pens could have been for the autographs, but why? It's like it's sweet stuff, right? Maybe something to do with the slugs? I was thinking one of the hosts, but they don't seem intelligent enough to do this.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. So what's the new trigger for the defensive protocol?
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
So some of it.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Let's have a look at him.
Okay, gone quiet.
Okay, I guess that shouldn't help.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
I should have brought Sam. Oh! Parvati, you think you could disable the failsafe?
You got it, Cap.
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
That's what I like to hear. Wait, didn't she just do that?
Failsafe successfully disabled. Kill mode deactivated.
View the data log. So someone added this data log into the mechanical to make it attack if it was ever messed with.
Ejecting data log 17C.
So this auto mech has instructions to skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There's also instruction to steal a specific package, 6875.
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Unit entering standby mode. Have a nice day.
Oh, yeah, no, I figured they have dialogue, like, in case you can do it yourself. I just thought it was weird that it came up after Parvati already did it. Okay, 6875. Security protocols. Jesus, okay. So just notes about when people come in and charging them extra and all sorts of crap like that. Shoot, can we get back to, I'm so lost. Storage and processing. I'm starting to think. So, random things are going missing every 1 to 4 days, but it specifically has to get 6875. So, it could be that those things are a cover for it to steal 6875. I just have to see what 6875 is. That blasting agent. Detective work. Detective work. Someone was trying... Oh god, I'm not going to remember this by next week, eh? Someone was trying to steal this blasting agent. Someone wanted to, like, create an explosive. Wasn't there mention of tremors underneath the hotel or something? When we went on the computer in there, there was note of an evacuation because of some collapse, but I guess maybe it was a natural collapse because it sounded like it had been like a regular occurrence. Although, maybe it wasn't. But why would anyone want blasting agent? And what does this have to do with the murder? Is that what the bee is? Is that the bee Helen was trying to write?
If I were the killer, I'd hide the body in one of those crates. No one would find it for years.
You got a bug in your office, said.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Found your problem.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what
reveal.
happened?
Dun, 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 dun. You get a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Someone rewired your mech.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
It was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Oh, that's true. Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Oh, that's how they knew, obviously. They could hear everything you said in here.
She, Inspector. She could hear everything.
You wanna loop me in?
The bug belongs to me, Inspector. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
She used it to research slug shipments instead.
Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Okay, steady on. Dangerous talk for a man under investigation.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
That's his alibi? I would have done it if I could. Or maybe you did know this is all show.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns. Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? Very well. I might. You're... Understood. Be very careful, Inspector. All right.
What does it all mean? Yeah, why would you need the blasting agent? Unless... if we're going on the thread that she knew what was happening with Spectrum Brown vodka, she might have wanted to use the blasting agent to destroy the factory where it's being made. But this doesn't explain who killed her. Or who killed Dr. Blossom? Because, keep in mind, someone tried to stop us as we were investigating. We talked to Dr. Blossom, who mentioned that Ruth had been by. And that's sort of how that's part of how we know that Ruth knew about the slugs. Maybe the cave system? Yeah, if she made it up that far. I mean, she did make it up that far because she was talking to... She was talking to the prophet. I honestly do not know. Fascinates me. But I have no idea what's happening. I felt like I was getting close to something, and now it's just expanding out. But even if Helen knew about Spectrum Brown having mind control slugs, like, it would have to be someone from Rizzo's that would kill her, and, I mean, Lou is there. But he seems very stressed out about this whole thing. And why wouldn't he be? This is happening under his watch. No, I mean, Lou is one of the people with the most to lose here. Oh, yeah. Okay. It is after 10 o'clock, and as much as I want to continue, I want to save... I don't think I should stand near this wall. I want to save my report to Ludovico for next week, just because obviously it's going to recap a few things that I'm probably going to forget in between then, and then start something new, and I don't know what that's going to be. Otherwise, what else do we have here? Okay, this is just, I have to point someone out. This is collecting stuff. I feel like I should get around to doing this. Yeah, maybe I will. And then this is either steal from an old man or kill a bunch of people. Which, I mean, I have no qualms with killing a bunch of people. I just need more reason than just because. I'm a professional, and professionals have standards. But I think it's probably best to call it here for now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm loving this. Just, I know I seem like I'm spiraling, but it's only because I'm so into this story and this mystery. I do not know what to think about anyone or anything. Like, I thought Cedric was 100% up to something, but I mean, his alibi seems to be like, yes, I'm clearly up to something. I'm letting you know that, so you know I'm not up to this thing you think I'm up to. I don't know. I don't know. I can't put this together. I'm missing some key piece of evidence. I'm putting together a story, but I'm not seeing how the threads are connecting yet. This is like a fascinating DLC, though. It's so different from everything else that goes on in Outer Worlds. But yeah, I think other than dying a couple of times, very successful stream. I'm excited to come back to this. I don't know. I just do not know what Ruth Bellamy was up to. I don't know what the B is. Is the B for blasting caps? Is the B for Burbage? Is the B for Blossom? Is the B for Birdie? Is the B for Brown? For Spectrum Brown? I don't know. She was poisoned twice in one day and then shot in the back 3 times. So, I don't know. This is a lot of mystery to solve, but we'll have to get to it next week. So, stream schedule is still Batman on Thursday, Skyrim on Friday, Outer Worlds on Sunday, and that'll continue on until something else comes up. Of course, if you want to see more, again, thanks everybody who's came in to watch live. Yeah, it's a good game when you know it leaves you wanting to play it more. But thanks everyone who came to watch live. Thanks everyone who's watching the VOD. If you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified when a new stream or podcast episode goes up. We're diving into the Pathfinder playtest class a bit more in the podcast, so definitely check that out. Otherwise, I'll be catching y'all Thursday for more Batman. A lot of detective games going on.